Aho, brothers of the Axe. It's Joe. I'm out on the bench tonight, guys. Got another one for you. And I am actually going to be working on a build tonight, guys. A little change of pace. I haven't done a build in a while. I have put together some axes off camera in between now and the last time that I filmed a build video. But kind of been more into swinging them lately, guys. Kind of been more into, just kind of trying to get my chopping technique down and stuff like that. Tuning up some axes. I tuned up my knot clipper the other day. That was a build that I did a few months back, and wasn't quite happy with the palm swell. Wasn't quite happy with the rudimentary edge that I put on there, so I kind of tuned that up a little bit. And looking forward to swinging that one soon. But yeah, got a build. So some of you guys probably saw the unboxing that I did from Mike Normandy a while back. The Aho, brother Duke of Normandy. He sent me a nice package, and it included a couple nice. I mean, all of them were nice axes. One of them was this Flint Edge Connie here, and it was on a 36-inch handle. I swung it a little bit in the backyard, and it's just way too long for me. I'm like 5'7". It just really was a little too long for me. So I wound up taking it off that 36. And interestingly enough, another build that I'm kind of messing around with is from another trade with Mike. He gave me this 5-pound rafting pattern, this man rafting pattern. I think I'm going to wind up, the sucker's on there. I think I'm going to wind up sinking this a little lower on the shoulder, but this is that 36-inch, and this is going to be a nice splitter. I'm going to have to close the hang off a little bit, get this rocked forward a little bit, but I'm going to be working on this one soon too. I'm anticipating helping my dad out with firewood again this year, and I'd really like to see how this thing performs. He's got a bunch of red oak. Some of you might have saw the video that I did a while back. 2 weeks ago now, I think. 3 weeks ago, depending on when I release this video. A little cup of coffee here, a little wet my whistle. Anyway, I'm rambling. I got some red oak to split at my dad's house, so I want to use that rafting pattern to do it. But Kevin, it always falls back to Kevin. Kevin from Bit and Bark, he hooked me up with this 28C off another build, another one of Mike's builds. And I think I'm going to wind up pairing this 28C with this Flint Edge Connie here. Yeah, so Kevin and Mike did a trade, and there was a Connie on this 28C, and I guess Kevin said that he wanted to put that on. I can't remember what he put it on. I think he put it on maybe a 28 NEC or the 28 Rugs or something, or maybe it was a Hoffman Straight or something like that he wanted to put it on. So he wound up sending me a package down with some other stuff. Long story short, this was one of the handles that he threw in there, just because he's a good dude. So funny enough, this handle that was Mike's and this axe that was Mike's are going to wind up getting paired up together. And I've already started to fit it down, and I figured, you know what, let me just kind of film the process a little bit. There was already an axe hung on here, so it fit pretty decently, but I'm kind of at the point now where I want to start filling up the front of the eye and trying to rock this forward just a little bit, close this hang off. Excited to get this one done, guys. I'd love to pair this one up against that Kelly World's Finest that you guys will have likely seen by now. I got out and swung that World's Finest, but this one should be a little beast too, this Flint Edge here. And I think this one is 3.5 pound. All right, guys, so I got this fit down significantly more. Not sure if you guys can see it or not, but we've just about closed up that gap in the front. Probably got 1 or 2 more fittings. But I'd like to seat this down on the shoulder just a touch more. Just a little tiny bit more. Rock it forward just a tiny bit more. But this is going to be a nice addition to my collection. 3.25, 3.5, probably 3.25 on a 27, all said and done. Be nice. And then this is my Connie. This is the Collins Legitimus, and this is on a 31. This is a hand-carved ash handle of my design. And this is overweight 3.5 pounder. I can't remember exactly what this was, but I want to say this was like maybe 3 pounds, 9 ounces, something like that. Slightly overweight, but this is a pretty big Connie, this one. Really like this axe. Not a huge Collins collector. I've only got a few. This is my only Legitimus, but really dig this one. And it'll be nice to add the Kelly Connie to the collection. This is going to be a nice one. This will be probably closer to that that World's Finest that I was swinging of Kevin's the other day. A nice compact, lighter head. And the grind on this, let's see what Mike has on this. Let's see, 25. Yeah, this has a pretty even, somewhere in between a 22.5 and a 25. It's a little thinner than 25. Not quite 22.5. So I'm going to get this wedged. I'm going to chop with it a little bit. I'm going to see how it performs. And if I decide that I want to take it down a little bit, I will. Because that 22-degree edge that Kevin had on that World Finest, that thing was a beast. That thing was a chopping beast. By this point, if you haven't seen that video, go back and check it out. That thing really just literally chopped way above its weight class. What a great axe that was. Hopefully this will be pretty close in size and performance to that one. But anyways, I'm going to fit this down 1 or 2 more times, and I'll get back with you guys. Maybe we'll wedge it tonight. Maybe I'll look into actually throwing a cool wedge on here. I'm notorious for just banging a piece of poplar into things, but I don't know. Maybe if anybody has a line on some good hardwood wedges, some Purple Hearts, some Paduke, something like that, let me know. I would definitely trade with you guys. You know, send you guys a head or something like that for a nice supply of wedges. Because for my purposes, pretty much all I do is I have I've got a buddy of mine gave me a bunch of pieces of poplar a while back, so I pretty much just slice off poplar wedges, you could see, at will here. And I've got some other hardwood too, but you know, maybe something exotic for this one. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna fit it down. I'll get back with you. Alright guys, so I had some scraps of cherry hardwood lying around here in the shop, and what I'm looking at on this one is doing maybe a 2-piece wedge, because just the way that the eye is shaped, I need to spread a lot more in the front than I do in the back, and I think I can accomplish that a lot easier by banging 2 different pieces in there versus just one. So remember too, this haft was hung on another head, so I didn't fit this haft custom to this one. Well, as much custom as I normally would, given a full tongue to work on. So So I'm going to try to fix it with wedges. I don't, you know, this is one that I'm keeping around. I don't plan on flipping this or, you know, sending this out somewhere. So if it doesn't look 100% the greatest, I'm not too worried about it. But I think I'm just about ready to go ahead and wedge this in here. So what I'm going to do is give it one more final seat. Make sure it's good and shouldered up here on the bottom. And I'm going to try something a little different. Normally, I drive the wedges home from the top, but I've seen a bunch of guys having success recently kind of doing it this method where they put the axe on the ground and drive and push the wedge in with the ground essentially. So I'm going to give that a go, and I'm going to put down just a little piece of hardwood here. See if they'll go any further with the old persuader here. They're almost bottomed out. Yeah, fellas, I don't know if these are going anymore. This is a big hammer. Ryan. Cool. I'm happy with that. So, hopefully we don't have a gap here. You get the camera angle squared away again. All right. Let's cut this sucker flush and see how we did. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's some nice spread. That worked like a charm. That little two wedge. Shit, I might do that just from now on. And that just makes all kind of sense in my mind. I am surprised. I've been hanging axes for damn near 15 years, and it's the first time that I ever even thought about doing it that way. So yeah, that cherry is pretty. I really like cherry wedges, honestly. Like I use a lot of poplar. Poplar is kind of my go-to, but a cherry wedge is nice, man. I really like a cherry wedge. Yeah, guys, so super happy with the way this one turned out. This is the first experience that I'm having, well, I will have with swinging an axe on a Whiskey River 28C. So it'll be interesting to do a chopping test with this one compared to maybe that World's Finest Bit and Bark that I'm borrowing from Kevin, which is on a Hoffman 28 straight. So that could be an interesting comparison. But yeah, man, really happy with the way this turned out. Just oiling up the haft a little bit. Get some of that elixir on there. Yeah, and the bluing job on this flint edge is really nice. Mike did a nice job on this. The handle is pretty interesting too. It's half heartwood, half sapwood, which is cool. Yeah, I'm committed at this point. I'm committed to smelling like BLO at this point. Yeah, I don't smell like BO, thankfully, but I'm gonna smell like linseed oil, that's for sure. Anybody that's a longtime viewer of this channel knows full well that my wife does not like the smell of BLO, so yeah, this came out nice. I'm really liking this, guys. Liking this a lot. Careful, because this thing is sharp. See that nice cherry wedge. Took a nice fat wedge too, which is good. Really drove that thing home. Got solid, I don't know what, 2 inches of wedge in there. So pretty happy about that. I don't think that's going anywhere anytime soon. But yeah, guys, I'm digging it. So I think the plan is to get this sucker out. Hopefully on Sunday I might be going to see a buddy. Going to see a buddy over in Jersey and maybe doing a little splitting, possibly a little bucking. Yeah, so we'll have to see. We'll have to see. But so that's done. Next project I want to try to bang out is hanging that flint edge, hanging that rafting pattern on this 36-inch. This council tool replacement handle, but I got this one off the Duke of Normandy as well. So this will be a nice little splitting tool here once I get that over and done with. But this would be a nice little tandem, actually, a nice Flint Edge Connie on a 28 to buck up, and then a 5-pound rafter to split everything once you're good and bucked up. But yeah, guys. Thanks for coming along with me on this one. And one thing I did want to mention is I'm closing in on 300 subs. Let me get a little cup of coffee here, gather my thoughts. Yeah, wet my whistle a little bit. Closing in on 300 subs, guys. And I'm thinking I'm going to do a giveaway for 500 subs. So I had a couple thoughts. I have a few different little hatchets, and one of my thoughts was maybe doing a little, 2 or 3 part series on cleaning up a little hatchet and carving a haft for it, and then doing that giveaway for 500 subs. So, I anticipate that it's going to take me a few months to get from 300 to 500. So that should be more than enough time to go over the process of cleaning up the head and getting a handle, a handle billet cut out and shaped down and all that stuff. But if that's something that you guys might be interested in, a little giveaway for a hatchet or maybe a small boy's axe or something like that, or a house axe I could even do, let me know. Let me know so I can gauge interest on that. But I had a pretty interesting thought, and while I am thinking about it, I'll throw this idea out there. So, let me go over to the head rack over here. I'm thinking for 1,000, this would be a cool multi-part series. So, this beat up, I'm assuming this is a main wedge. This beat up main wedge actually is the most viewed video that I have ever posted. I posted a short about this beat up main wedge, and it got 3 times the amount of views of any video that I've ever posted, which is wild to me. So I thought it would be fitting for a 1,000 subscriber giveaway if I did a long-term rehab project on this. Maybe, you know, kind of a monthly series or something where I clean the mushrooming up on this one, get the head cleaned up, maybe do another video where I throw an edge on it, because this edge is practically serrated at this point, guys. And get this sucker looking good, looking presentable, you know, maybe blue it, do something interesting with it, but you can just see the mushrooming on it. But it's cool though, because the eye is not deformed. So it's still a viable axe under there somewhere. But yeah, I think this could be full circle, kind of cool way to tie into 1,000 subs and do this as the giveaway. This poor beat up old Maine wedge, and hopefully we can turn it into something that's generates enough interest maybe to get people you know, subbing and commenting and just clicking on the videos in hopes of winning something cool. But let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna probably formally announce some sort of giveaway when I hit 300 subs. But anybody that stayed this long into my rambling videos or whatever, you're privy to this information. So comment down below and let me know, guys. You know, is a hatchet giveaway something you guys would be into? But anyway, I think that's going to wrap it up for me tonight. Thanks for sticking with me. As always, guys, appreciate everybody watching. Appreciate all the subs. And this is brother Joe here, reminding you guys, as always, to keep your axe waxed. I'll talk to you guys soon. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.